Okay, so we're gonna try something different here. And we're gonna try flying in the Mi-8MTV2 with the Maxflightstick Huey 2022 set here. I'm gonna jump back in the cockpit, and we're gonna go to, I think, seat number 3, and we're gonna get set. Oh, seat 2. I'm gonna get these lights on. And what else? I think all the lights are on now. Okay. Let me just jump back out here for a minute. Looks good to me. Back to seat 1. Okay, so I'm gonna move this just back here. Collective, I should say. Just gonna get my feet back on the pedals. Check. Alright, so today is May 25th, 2022, and we're about at the 125-hour mark there on the set, so I figured it's time to switch it up. We'll test out the Gazelle earlier, and pretty fun, entertaining crash there at the beginning. But we're going to test out the Mi-8, so we're going to start pulling collective. I had a real hard time getting the controls working on this there, but I think I had another keybind. Oh man, this is gonna be unpretty. So first time ever taking off with the Mi-8, so bear with me here if this looks horrible. I should probably try to hover first here. Do a hover check. We're going to be really heavy right pedal here. Alright. This one's a lot more touchy on the collective. Not bad so far, not bad. Alright, we'll get this airborne here. Had some experience flying this with the X55. But I don't even remember the last time we had the Mi-8 out. I was trying to set up the controls online. And it kept crashing on me there in VR, so I had to set this up offline. And first day ever testing it out. I've tried before, and special shout out to Snowman on the search and rescue server. I should be able to join you in the Mi-8 now. And maybe in a minute here we'll try to get this fan going, because I got my fan going here as well, and I'm pretty sure they're up here. And there it is. Alright, that's right here, this little fan. I got a fan blowing on me in real life, so I figure that'll give me the phantom touch too. If you guys have been in VR, you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, I'm quite impressed. If you guys want Maxflightstick 2022 or any Maxflightstick products, you want to save 7%, go to maxflightstick.com, enter artistic flights at the checkout, where you can enter the code there and save yourself 7%. Alright, we're going to come around here. There's a lot of buttons in this. If you guys have ADHD, jump in the Mi-8 and just look around the cockpit. You probably starting to touch things. Shiny objects. Gotta love it. On a side note, I'm gonna open this window too. Yeah. So a couple of different ways you can land with the Mi-8, and you can come in like an airplane since it's got wheels. But we're not going to bother doing that. We're going to come into a hover and land. So actually maybe before we do that, we'll come around the airport one more time. And where's the collective on this here? Okay, there we go. I was trying to look at if we're only about halfway. So the lower the better, usually. So you got a lot of power left and you haven't over torqued it. I'm not liking it when I hear those warning lights though. So I do prefer the Mi-8 over the Gazelle, but I think once I got all these controls set up now, I should fly the Huey. Well, every day. Every day is the Huey, pretty much. But every other day, maybe I'll get the Hip out and get the Gazelle. No, you can see the shadow down there. Nice. This is one big behemoth of a helicopter, and she likes to get into VRS, the vortex ring state, so I'm going to try to make sure we keep that speed up there, although I don't think that's the speed we're looking at. Where is the speed? Oh, probably over there. Oh man, I'm just trying to think of the term there. So we're losing altitude because we're below zero. Vertical speed indicator, there we go. Keep an eye on you. Trying to make sure my feet were on the pedals properly there, so I don't have to worry about that as well. So we're going to have me on super focus mode. Next we'll be landing near the end of the runway here. I'll look for, so I'm going to take my sweet time. Which is the best advice I could give to anyone flying a helicopter, is to just be patient. Take your time, small inputs, don't try to overcorrect it too much. Make sure you're used to minor delays. It does take time, so this is obviously some pretty ugly flying right now, so things will look better in time. So we're going to need that hard right pedal again, eh? No, not too bad, not too bad. Alright, maybe what we'll do, we'll try to taxi her in on her wheels here too. Alright, so we're on our wheels. Let's go forward a bit. I'm using the fancy torque pedals to steer. With just a little bit of collective pull so she can move on the runway. And looking pretty good. I'm quite impressed, and I think we'll stop her over here in the circle. Take into account that I'm on the farthest left here. We're not quite center, I don't think. Let's try that. Alright, and when you want to stop, you can just slam the collective down. There. Alright, let's see what my judgment's like. I'm gonna go in a second person, we'll shut this down. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Actually, I'm gonna have to keep that pedal there so it doesn't start spinning on me here. Not too bad, a little off angle. I wasn't quite in the circle, but anyway, maybe we'll shut that down here. I'm gonna use auto start and end there, so let me just jump in here and center these pedals down. It's a good thing about the pedals, you just tap on them and kind of see where they're at without having to use your nose gap. Or we could do this. Trim indicator slightly off. There we go. Well, thanks for watching. Gonna go back to an external view here, and yeah, first time ever. Maxflightstick tested out on the hip. Quite impressed. And I'm gonna jump out of my sim pit here. We'll shut this down. We'll get this uploaded for some viewing pleasure. Appreciate your time. How about you hit a like button there? If you want to share this around, tell your friends. Maxflightstick products, and enter Altruistic Flight at the checkout there if you want to save 7%. Hope you guys have a great day. On a side note here, I'm using an AK Racing LX chair with a Murata fixed seat base with some seat sliders custom modified in there. So fun times, comfy seats, comfy flights, and thank you guys. Have a great day. God love ya.